Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today, smoking my Savinelli 320 unfinished. That thing is colored up so nice. And in it, I'm smoking some Crooner from 2022. And it's been a while since I've done a video. For the past 8 days I've been passing a kidney stone, and last night in the middle of the night I passed it finally. So I haven't felt like doing anything to tell you the God's honest truth. I've just been trying to pass this stone, and it finally passed. So I refuse to go to the hospital for a kidney stone, because all they want to do is give me morphine, and morphine makes me sick to my stomach, and I'm already sick to my stomach from the kidney stone, so it just makes it worse for me. So I just deal with the pain, and I know what's going on, I know what's happening, and it's just pain. So I just have learned to deal with it. So anyway, that's over with, thank God. Those are no fun at all. But if it lasts more than 8 days, I will go to the hospital and let them do their MRI and CAT scan and all that stuff to make sure it's not too big to pass, because I've had one that was too big to pass and they had to operate on that. But most of them pass, and usually within 8 days they pass. Everyone but one has passed within 8 days, usually much quicker than 8 days, but 8 days seems to be the mark when they all pass by 8 days. For some reason, 8 days is the magic number for me. So it's been a rainy day today. So I didn't get any sleep last night because I was dealing with the stone. So I passed it at about 4 o'clock this morning, and then I fell asleep for a couple hours, and then got up, took Denny and McKinley to work, and I came home and slept for a couple hours, and then got up. So I've been just kind of out of it today, just tired, recuperating basically. But I wanted to get out here and have a pipe. I haven't had a pipe in, I think, 8 days, something like that, since I've had the kidney stones. So whenever my last video was, that was the last pipe I had. Man, this Crooner tastes good. I love Crooner. It was a toss-up between crooner, salty dogs, and brown Irish twist tonight. And I just didn't feel like doing the prep. So it was a pretty easy decision to just do crooner. I really wanted salty dogs, but I just didn't feel like doing the prep work. I did get out and do some barbecuing on Saturday, though. I barbecued up some ribeyes. Denny made some incredible mushrooms and onions that were just awesome. God, they were awesome. And so I barbecued up the ribeyes, and then we had the mushrooms and onions with them, and man, they were good. Oh, they were good. So that was nice. I haven't done a whole lot of barbecuing this year at all. Denny bought some charcoal for me. She went out, I think it was Saturday morning, went shopping, and she bought some. She asked me if I needed charcoal, and I said, well, I don't have any Kingsford. I've got some lump charcoal, which I use for smoking. But for just grilling, I like Kingsford in the blue and white bag. So she bought a couple bags of that for me, and then I threw on a couple applewood chunks onto the charcoal while I was grilling it, because I usually put a sear on it and then take it off the direct flame and put it on the indirect area and just kind of let it cook over that after it's seared. And the smoke from the applewood kind of gets on the meat. It just gives it a nice flavor. And we all love applewood. I love applewood and cherrywood. And I think I got some maple up there too. I don't know what that other one is. I don't know if it's maple or what, but I've got. Everybody loves applewood, so I usually use applewood for my smoking. And then I use hardwood lump for smoking, so you get some good hardwood smoke out of that too. I'm not a fan of hickory, and not a fan of mesquite so much. I prefer the fruit woods, apple, cherry. But it's been coming down pretty good today. It was raining real good this morning. It's been steady all day long, but it was coming down hard this morning. Just kind of been drizzling the rest of the day. But constant, just constant drizzling. It's supposed to rain for, I think, the next 8 days. So I will be doing no work in the yard whatsoever. So it's going to be like 2 days with no yard work, 2 weeks with no yard work, because I've done nothing the past 8 days. luckily we're getting to where the grass is starting to go dormant, so I need to do one more good mow, but I can wait another week to do that because everything's kind of going dormant, so the grass isn't growing real fast or tall or anything like that. It's just some of the weeds are growing, so I need to just cut them one more time, and then they should go all dormant as well. And then I can weed whack what needs to be weed whacked after that. And then it'll be all the back hill that I'll be working on come October. I'm thinking I might get some landscaping cover and some of that black tarp stuff and lay that down on the hill back there. Stake it down and just see if we can keep things from growing up with that. And see if that'll help. Give me a good buffer zone back there where I can have a path to get back and where there's nothing growing, and then I can get back in there and really cut each year the stuff that does grow big and tall. But I'm going to go to the ground and then hopefully I'm going to spray with some anti-foliage stuff, and then I'm thinking about putting down some tarp stuff down, that black tarp, stake it down to see if we can keep stuff from growing. Anything that does come up, I'll spray as soon as it pops up. And then of course I got to treat the trees of heaven. Got to kill those. So I got all my tools that I'm going to be using on the back hill. I got all those sharpened up, and got to go get my gas cans filled for my last mow, and for the I got to mix up some 2-stroke gasoline. I've used all the 2-stroke gasoline up that I had made up, so I got to mix up some more. I like mixing that fresh. I don't like keeping that in a can. And so I have a little, I don't know if you can see it up here, I got a little jar, right, little can right there, and it holds about a half a gallon or so. So I mix that up as I need, and that gives me enough to do a day's work. with the if I'm using a chainsaw or the Piper Dave tool. I could fill that up, each one of those up with that. If I mix that thing up, I could fill both of those up one time with that. And if I need more, I just fill that up again, make another batch of that. But I like to keep my fuels fresh. I don't like storing fuel for my stuff. I like my tools to have fresh fuel. And of course I keep a gallon of Seafoam around at all times for all of my motors, and anything with a motor gets treated with Seafoam every year. Keep it running good. I tell you, our truck, it was the lifters were knocking. Boy, they were tapping something fierce. And I put you put an ounce of Seafoam for every quart of oil that you put in the truck. You put it in the oil. Man, that just quieted down those lifters so quick. I mean, within 20 minutes of running the engine, those things were just quieted right down. They were just tick, 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 tick. Put the Seafoam in, and then just drove the truck around for 20 minutes, just silenced them. And that stuff's amazing. And then of course I put it in the gas as well. So it goes through the gas, the fuel system. And it goes in my tractor, goes in my push mower, goes in the chainsaw. It'll go in every year. All of my anything with a motor in it, an engine, will get treated with that. It'll go in the Piper Dave tool. I always winterize everything with Seafoam. So take out all the fuel, and I just pour some Seafoam in there just to kind of keep everything from gumming up. Let it run for a little bit so it gets the Seafoam in the system. Seafoam's amazing stuff. I've been looking at the Marvel Mystery Oil too. I hear that's supposed to be some pretty good stuff for older engines. I haven't used it yet. I'm still doing some research on that. If any of you guys have any input on Marvel Mystery Oil, I'd like to hear your input on it if you've used it. I know I've been watching a lot of videos of guys that start old tractors that have been sitting for 10, 20 years, and they always put Marvel Mystery Oil in the engines and then start them up, and they swear by that stuff. So Still got to take the snow blade down. I haven't done that yet. Take that down and get the hydraulic lines changed. New hydraulic lines put on it. Gonna do all new everything on the hydraulics on that, so it's ready to go for a while. I was thinking of taking it to a tractor repair place down here. But I may just take it to the John Deere shop and have them do it, since it's just right a few blocks from the house here. There's a John Deere dealership, so I may just take it into them. I want to get the lines just a little bit longer than they are, so I need to find out if John Deere will do that, or if they just use, the part for the. I'd like to get the lines about 3 inches longer than they are. Oh, we'll see. Anyway, I will catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Take care.